Look, we think that at the moment the iron ore market is really quite flighty. So from day to day, we're seeing it fluctuate quite substantially based on data as it comes out of China and as people try to anticipate what the Chinese authorities might do next. So we're all well aware now that the Chinese property market has slowed substantially. We're also aware that stockpiles of iron ore are very high at the moment in China, and stockpiles of finished steel products are also very high. And so we're at a situation now where the market needs to start to see these stockpiles run down a little bit. Otherwise, we've probably got a little bit more downside risk to the iron ore price from here.
Well, there had been a rebound in the iron ore price in July, but with economists questioning China's momentum, what does it mean for how low that price could go?
Yeah, unfortunately, we tend to see commodity prices overshoot on the downside just as they do on the upside as well. So, look, if you think that the total seaborne market's probably about 1.4 billion tonnes of iron ore, there's probably somewhere around 170 to 200 million tonnes that's operating at a cost above $80 a tonne. So we'd expect to see that if iron ore prices stay below 100, you'll start to see some supply come out of the market. And at closer, it goes down to $80 a tonne, we'd expect to see that accelerate. So what we need to see now is a rebalancing of the seaborne market. We need to see some supply come out of that market from the high-cost producers.
A big iron ore miner, BHP, used its recent earnings announcement to talk up its pivot to copper, but Fortescue remains quite bullish on its prospects for exports to China. Do you think its confidence is misplaced?
Look, Fortescue's now in a position where they've repaired their balance sheet, so the company's actually on a reasonably sound footing, and they still are one of the lowest cost quartile producers. So BHP and Rio are obviously lower cost quartile, but then Fortescue's still down that bottom end of the quartile. So Fortescue should be able to make money through this cycle. There's a lot of producers that are producing at magnitudes more expensive than Fortescue. Really, I think what people are asking is, what is Fortescue going to do now with the cash flows? Are they going to continue to pursue on green energy investments, which are lacking clearly defined return metrics, or are they going to pivot into another commodity?
Giuliano, the business has also been looking at lithium prices. How much faith do Australian miners need to weather the current price downturn in that sector?
Yeah, the lithium market's been extremely volatile and been somewhat of a train wreck over the last 12 to 18 months. We saw those really astronomical prices over $5,000 a tonne spodumene. Now, they've collapsed all the way back to in that $700 range now. We saw a brief relief rally a few months ago, but that's now capitulated as well. On our calculations, about a third of the lithium supply now in the market is loss-making. And then there's probably about another third that's barely making any money at all. Now, the problem with a mine is once it's built, you need to see an extended period of time of low prices before they'll shut that mine and supply responds. So we're starting to see some supply come out of the market at the moment. We need to see that accelerate further before we're really going to see a recovery in the lithium prices.
We've already seen some mines in Australia close. It sounds as though you expect there will be others.
We expect there will be others, and we also expect that what you'll see is from some of the existing producers, they will reduce their production. So we've seen Mineral Resources now at Wodgina mine, which is a very big lithium mine. They've said that they'll park up the third train for some period of time. We've seen Arcadian, who's a very big producer of brine, say that they're now going to slow down the expansion of their projects, and they've put their spodumene project in Canada on hold for the time being. And we even saw Greenbushes at one stage there slow down their production and sales. So we think from the existing producers, you'll see a moderation of supply and maybe a little bit of a go slow until prices recover. But for newer projects or any project stuck in that development stage, we find it very hard to see how they're going to get any financing at all to get those projects built.
Giuliano Sala Tenna, great to speak to you.
Thank you.